You're sassy.
Let's see.
Little
She
sassy
feminized me.
fresh.
She feminized me.
She feminized you.
It's fine.
Let's see.
Yeah. No pressure.
I carry a purse. I'm not fucking stressed about that shit.
You carry a purse?
Yeah.
Respect
A
that.
coach purse.
You
Ready?
That Merce.
It's a purse.
It's a purse?
No.
All right, we out here. 76, yeah?
Yes.
The spirit of 76.
Woo! Ooh,
That quick, Anthony.
blew my own ears out.
That fucking quick. It doesn't take much.
No.
I come up with this shit. Episode 76, the spirit of 76. Young Anthony behind the switches.
Hey,
I'm sitting next to Molly. Hi, Molly.
Hi.
It's her first time here.
Molly Ringwald.
This is what happens when you comment on shit. You comment, we find you, we put you next to me.
It happens.
You think it's a fucking game? I don't fucking play around. We can't just have you out there on the internet talking shit. We will track you down.
We will find you.
We will find you. And we'll hold you accountable for those things you said to me.
That's some Liam Neeson shit. I don't know who you are.
I'm not a Mason.
I will find you. And I will kill you.
Or am I? Some straight Liam Neeson shit. Talking about Taken. So you're a movie girl. You already mentioned several movies, so we're gonna go back to that.
Okay.
We're gonna double back to movies.
I love movies.
Anthony, I hope there's a lot of fight shit to talk about.
Probably.
You didn't even look, did you?
Bunch of people
You
retired.
son of a bitch.
Bunch of people retired.
That's right. A bunch of people retired. A bunch of people have stopped. But what doesn't stop, Anthony?
This podcast.
These nuts.
Aggressive.
Got 'em.
Hot take.
This. She just got to the party. She's already talking about nuts. I think she's at the right party.
Yes.
I don't know about all that.
Anthony, let's get into it, dog.
Like that fade out.
Ooh. Anthony's adding things. Always pushing the
Plus.
boundaries
Yes.
of the production value of the podcast. Powerful Anthony behind the switches. Anthony, what it do?
I don't know.
So we're podcasting tonight and not tomorrow.
Because I am a old man and people don't like to respect my
You're not
weekends.
even old. if
Wait,
you're
what the
younger
fuck
than
does that
me.
mean?
Well, because people want you to do stuff on the weekends. Like, hey, you gotta do some work for the office. You gotta do it, man. We need to get this done. It's important. You gotta look good, and here's a golden star if you do a good job.
Like in Office Space when he's like, I'm gonna need you to come in on Sunday.
Sounds more like
Yeah.
SpongeBob to
Yeah,
me.
yes, something like that. It's
Yeah,
like
it
that.
was like that.
Yeah, it's like this. Hey, man, you know it's important. It wasn't like that. It's just like it's gonna be important, and you don't want to see people like freak out and like be like, why isn't this working?
Okay.
Why? And so you just have
So
to
if you come in on Saturday,
and make things happen. It'll be. I don't have to hear people
Make it
yell at me.
smooth.
Yeah, especially when people are leaving for like 4th of July weekend. Like, I'm out this bitch getting loose.
exactly, like,
Yeah,
I mean, respect.
yeah,
4th of July.
yeah.
I'm catching myself becoming more and more like,
A person.
shut up, cunt. no,
More
no.
human-like.
It's more than human. Like distinctly American.
Hmm.
Oh,
I
that's
was-
not saying a whole lot.
I was kind of talking about it in the academy today. So like, there are bands that I used to listen to
Mm-hmm.
that I still think are good bands,
Yes.
but they have like strongly anti-American lyrics or like anti-government lyrics. And I used to like just straight identify with that shit as truth. So like, I remember vividly the first time I saw the video for Freedom, Rage Against the Machine, the first single off the self-titled. Are y'all fucking hip? Are y'all hip?
Not. I don't know.
Because
Freedom's
I'm
music
old.
video. I don't know. I don't know.
I
Freedom's
know
music
that
video.
one song by them, but I don't
Freedom
know
was the
Freedom.
first track. And you know, it's funny. Like in the past, they'd be like, Anthony, pull it up. Not anymore, bitches. Because they came for us. We have like strikes and shit. They came against our YouTube account.
Yeah.
So we got to keep it tight.
Mm,
We got to keep it tight.
keep it.
But that video for Freedom came on, and I'm at my great-grandmother's house, right? And my great-grandmother, she black. And if you're in an old black lady's
I thought
house,
she was white.
it could be. Could be. If you're in an old black lady's house and you're playing something that is anywhere near metal, has any screaming in it, that's what, Anthony?
That's the
devil's music.
devil. That's the devil.
That's the devil's
devil's
music.
music.
Oh no,
That's
it's
the
the
devil.
like that's the devil himself. Is now in my grandma's living room, and I brought him there. Like it's my fault. So
Surprise.
I'm watching the devil And I'm blown the fuck away. I've never heard anything like Rage Against the Machine.
Yeah.
Anything fucking like this band. And I'm like, wow. I don't even know if I like that. But I'm so uncomfortable.
And you like it.
Like, I'm so uncomfortable. Which is also what draws me to horror movies.
Oh, God, yes.
But I'm so uncomfortable.
Nobody can see it, but I don't know if you
The
know it.
video for Freedom.
Yeah, no, I'm looking for that.
It's
too.
black and white.
Is it this?
No. It's...
No.
No.
That's concert. Let's go music video.
Wait, no, that's the official music video.
Oh, is it? Okay, that was a I thought they were doing it live.
Click it, just keep it muted.
Yeah. No, there's no sound coming out for anybody.
And so that shit blew me away. I went and got the record. I got the following record.
Yeah.
Evil Empire and Self-Titled. I fuck with those to this day. But when I really listen to the lyrics, I no longer identify with it. Same thing happened with System of the Down.
Yes. Because you became a nationalist.
Shut up! I'm not a fucking nationalist. All I'm saying is, like, when you start saying, like, yeah, the cops are treating us unfairly, I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like, go fuck yourself. Like, when was that happening to you? When did that happen to you?
Mm.
Like, you're telling somebody else's story, and their story's probably incomplete. You know what happened the last time the fucking cops pulled me over? They drove me around and did whatever I wanted them to do and made me as comfortable as I could be.
And you suck their dick?
I do suck good dick, but that's not here nor there. No, I technically I don't know. I'd have to try.
There you go. Heard it here first, guys.
No, I mean, like, I'm gonna get shook about good dick. You're like, I can't get shook.
Just don't drop the soap.
No.
That's when shit gets real.
Whatever.
Come on now.
Oh, really?
It's a little
Come on
penetration.
now. Oh, my God.
Just hold your breath. That's all you need to do is just hold your breath. And
I
bend
don't believe
over.
in that. You
No.
breathe out. Anyway, here's my point.
Yeah, if you breathe in, you tense up. Okay, anyway.
God damn it. See, I almost lost my point.
I got
Damn
you.
it, Bob.
But I'm near it. I'm
Yeah.
near it. So I know I'm talking about this whole nationalism and
Mhm.
fucking the music thing. So it's the System song
Yeah.
that was like talking about like they like to push the weak around and like it's like it's called Deer Dance.
Okay.
And it's talking about police presence and what it does to people. And it's like talking about Los Angeles and the Staples Center. And I'm like, dude, to be poor in LA is one thing.
Yeah.
To be poor in a third world country is another. You're a lucky motherfucker.
Yeah.
You're a lucky motherfucker. Stop being a pussy. Like, stop being a fucking pussy. Like, I have difficulty seeing anything but that right now. And, like, I grew up poor. I've been poor all my life. Right now, technically, I'm poor by choice. I guess you could say it like that.
Yeah.
But I've never had the comfort of wealth. And a lot of people writing these lyrics are very familiar with those comforts. So my question is, it's album 6. It's tour 20. You have plenty of money. You a socialist, though? Let me get 100K. Oh, no? You don't want to just...
Then shut your ass up.
You know what? I'm the right color, right? You
Yeah.
feel bad for me, don't you?
So, hey, man. So I can show you where I grew up,
Fuck out of here, dog.
but no
Like-
Just 90 cents a day.
Yeah, you can support a poor jujitsu guy who's trying to live his dreams out here,
Mm.
who's putting in the work. But the money isn't there yet, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Because I know what it's like to have enough, and I'll have enough again. It's fine. But I just think it's really ridiculous that these fucking wealthy rock stars are like trying to wave some flag of like the impoverished and the beaten down. Like,
Anarchy.
you read about that in college, you fucking cunt. That's not your life. It was never your life. It's like something that like Jordan Peterson said to this group at Harvard. He was talking to this group and he's like, he's talking about Yale actually.
Okay.
He's like, if you're a Yale student holding a placard about how you're the oppressed, you're not the fucking oppressed.
Yeah.
You're
the oppressor.
You're a baby ruling class member. The only reason you're not in the ruling class is because you're young.
Mm.
It's the only reason you're not rich.
See your veins popping out. Calm down.
Like
Oh, this is normal.
who are these
That's
motherfuckers?
normal.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's the same thing with these fucking rock stars. It's like, oh, we need to take out the fucking oppressive. You're a fucking millionaire.
Gotta That's why it's called Rage Against the Machine, man.
You know,
you don't
like
understand.
you are the machine. Zach De La Roca is the machine. Get over yourself.
Them titties though.
It's not 92. In 92, maybe you had a point. Like, it was just after the Rodney King shit.
Yeah.
You're living in LA. Like, maybe you had a point then. But it's 2018. You got millions of dollars in the bank, and you're going to convince me that you're still mad. Like, am I fucking stupid? Like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
Riding around Cleveland during Trump's during the what is it the it was like the-
Inauguration?
no, Republican convention in Cleveland. They were doing like
Oh,
pop up
fuck
bands.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even want to get on that.
They were
Oh
doing
my
pop up
God.
shows.
It's like, we're going to do a show, and we're going to show Trump.
I said, no, man.
It's like, all right, dog, what did you show him exactly? How to win the election?
Mm-hmm.
Like, what did you teach him? What did you show?
I was the best $50 ever made in my life.
Now, oh, wait, you bet on Trump?
Yeah, I was like Trump's gonna win.
Oh, that was a good bet.
Yeah, no,
That was a good bet.
That just shows exactly what is wrong with this country.
So I had the money. It's like everybody was shocked. Everybody was
I
like,
think it just demonstrated that the country wanted change.
yeah, people felt unrepresented.
And Hillary doesn't represent change. Bernie Sanders could have represented change, though.
Yes, but
Now, that would have been an interesting election.
black
Trump
people.
versus Sanders is interesting.
He would have lost.
Trump versus Hillary, Trump has a good advantage in that.
Yeah,
Because people fucking hate Hillary Clinton.
black people
People
hate.
fucking hate her.
Black people also hate. What's his face?
Black people hate everyone, and they don't vote.
They voted. What's the dude's name? The old man. What we just talked about.
Which, Bernie?
Yeah, they hate him.
What are you talking about? Oh, because
They came on stage all the time. Black Lives Matter. La la la.
he didn't really do shit. He was like, okay.
Right, but they still like. They still
he was
like.
just a nice old man that wanted to send us all to school. You know, he was just a nice old man.
I agree, but,
like,
you
he was
know.
like the neighborhood grandpa. You know.
He's kind of a nice.
But this is the thing. Trump is the most hated president that we've ever had.
Is that true?
It is very true. More people hate him than they hated Obama.
I feel like it might be even. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know. Like I don't see enough people like putting up.
I think it is socially acceptable to hate Donald Trump. And if you hated Obama, the first thing people would ask is, are you racist? And so people would steer a little bit more wary of like saying they hated Obama unless they were really committed, hardcore conservative. Then it's like, yeah, of course I fucking hate Obama. He's a Democrat. Like, he's a fucking idiot. He doesn't get it.
Yeah.
Right? But like, you can just be like, fuck Donald Trump, and people are like, yeah, of course.
Yeah.
That's the first time I think you can do that with a president.
Yeah,
I'll say that.
People
That
have
just sounds like a
songs.
Dazed and Confused character.
Yeah. That's how I think people that say that are fucking stupid, like those characters. Like, I can't get my head around wanting the president to fail. Like, wanting him to lose.
No.
Like, I want him to make good decisions.
I'm surprised nobody tried to assassinate his ass yet.
Shit.
Because
Because
Pence.
the people that like to
Pence.
no, the people that like to assassinate people have fucking like A, guns, and B, like the fucking standards. Like they actually like try to accomplish shit. And leftists who are real mad, they'll like type some shit on Facebook. They don't have any guns.
No.
And they don't have the constitution it takes to kill people.
Right.
It's not what they do. Like when Antifa gets together, like they go to a Starbucks, they kick a couple white girls in the shin, and then they fucking run off with their mask on.
'Cause they're cowards.
I'm not impressed.
Cowards.
Talking about all the Nazis they're gonna punch. Meanwhile, they've never seen a Nazi in real life. They're like, you know what? If I saw a fucking Nazi, it's like, bitch, you are 100 pounds.
That dude would put you on your head.
You know, it's them little people you
And
gotta
that
worry
Nazi
about,
has been
though.
in actual fights before, and
just-
you have not.
Yeah, Nazi has because you had to fight some. You had to fight people off for like him believing he's a Nazi.
Just to be a Nazi, you have to get into fights.
Yeah, like you walk around, it's like you're the wrong parts of Alabama with that swastika, and you're gonna fight a lot of people.
Yeah. You gotta hold it down. See, people are gonna think I'm some kind of Nazi supporter now.
Just stating facts, though.
I'm just, I don't
Do you want a
fucking,
swastika tattooed on your ass?
on my ass?
He
Yes.
said that's called target practice. How dare you?
On my ass?
Yeah. On
No,
the-
I'll
on
get
the
one of
left
those.
cheek.
I'll get one of those Woody Woodpeckers though.
There you go.
That's more subtle.
The wrong way.
Are you hip to that?
No.
Well, there's a term that I believe originated in prison. You can look this up. Look up the origin of the term peckerwood. And
We're not gonna see penises all over Google, are we?
no.
Okay.
Peckerwood is a term for white people, especially white men, that I believe originated in prison. And so, like, one of the things that happens in prisons is that they get fucking separated by race. You know? Like, all the gangs are separated by race. And so the white dudes adapt Aryan stuff or Nordic stuff. And when they got called Peckerwood, they started just flipping it around and being like, we're going to use Woody Woodpecker as, like, a little, like, note to be like, we think this is fucking cool.
Huh.
So-
prison gangs.
Yeah, so prison gangs and outlaw motorcycle clubs.
Yeah.
African American vernacular English. Woo, we made something cool. Peckerwood.
You ever see that thing that was like, it's a meme and it's like, you can't say nigger, it's our word. And there's this white dude that's kind of like, we made it up.
Yeah, yeah, it's great.
That shit's hilarious.
It's great.
It's like, that's a good point.
Yeah, it's a strong argument, sir. Strong argument.
like I don't want you calling me one, but I'm gonna have difficulty proving you're wrong.
Yeah. That's a good point, sir.
That's
good point.
true.
It's like, what do you mean it's your word? It's not your word.
So you're talking about the Woody Woodpeckers on like their.
There's just Woody Woodpeckers. Sometimes you'll see them on the highway.
Gotcha.
Look for when you see a truck on a lift,
Mm-hmm.
and you're like, I wonder if that guy hates black people. You know
Yeah.
when you get that feeling?
Not
Sometimes you see a pickup truck. Not all the time.
Not anymore.
Sometimes you see a pickup truck and you go, I wonder if that guy hates black people.
It's not anymore.
Well, if you see that Woody Woodpecker sticker,
What do you think?
guaranteed he does not like black people.
Okay. That's a fair point. I have to see the person because I always like, Mike. Sometimes I'm like, man, I want a truck. A truck would be dope to have.
Trucks are dope.
Yeah. So I was just like, assume like that's dope. Drive my truck.
But every now and then you see a truck and you're like, oh, cool, nice truck. Then you see a truck and you're like, I'm pretty sure there's been a black person dragging from the back of this.
That's just deer, man. Relax. It's just venison.
There are different kinds of trucks. There's
Just-
nigger dragging trucks and like I have to get to work on time truck.
Gotcha. Interesting. All right. Maybe I gotta go back to the southern region of Ohio and Alabama and figure this out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you going to drive down there?
Sadly, no. I'm gonna have to fly.
No, that's not sad. I'm really anti-driving in the South.
Are you?
I am.
I can imagine why.
I am. I don't feel comfortable, dog.
That's fine. That's fair.
I don't feel safe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to be fucking lost and be like, am I around the good white people or
Yeah.
the scary white people?
Yeah. I'm cool with that. I'm like just.
Like, when a white person gets lost in the hood and like people trip about them being scared, like, nah, you should probably be scared. If you're lost.
Yeah. If you're lost.
If you're driving through the hood, you shouldn't be scared.
no.
It's being lost. It's the second that you become lost, that amount of vulnerability
Is noticed.
now puts you at risk.
Everybody notices it. As soon as they know you're lost immediately.
So it's the same thing. Like, if I'm in an area where I look like a fucking chocolate chip in the milk, and and I look like I know what I'm doing, then they will trust that I know what I'm doing.
yes.
And they will move on. They'll barely see me. They'll notice me and be like, what the fuck was that? Holy shit. And they'll move on. But if I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing, I either look vulnerable or dangerous.
Mm.
Either way, I'm a target. And fuck all that.
That's fair.
Anthony,
I got something for you.
what?
So I learned about this the other day, and it's weird. Do you know what the Ace of Spades tattoo is for women?
Yeah.
I learned about that.
You mean the Queen of Spades?
the Queen of Spades? Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Anthony, who are you talking to, dog?
Hey man.
Are you aware of this tattoo?
No.
It just means that you're a hot wife and you take lots and lots of black cock.
That's so crazy.
So you're a MILF.
No, it's
No.
no. MILF is different. MILF is just a person that's
A
older.
hot wife. Yeah,
Yeah,
a
fuck.
MILF is just a beautiful older woman who should be, by definition,
Fucked.
married with children.
Yes.
Fucked.
Okay.
That too. A hot wife is a woman who's married in a committed relationship,
Yeah.
but she gets studded out to dudes, and usually the hubby watches and is a cuckold.
Yes. And then I saw a picture. The girl had like a little ace, that little
It's
spade
just a little
tattoo.
spade
Yeah.
tattoo.
Right on
Yeah.
right on the
It
little
means
hoo-ha.
I take lots of black
cock.
cock.
I was like, what is this? This is
Yo,
hilarious.
you know what's funny though?
This is hilarious.
I usually watch that shit when I'm watching porn. So like it's interesting to know that, you know.
Yeah. So you'll see them tattoos for time to time.
Yeah, it'd be like some
Okay.
people are committed to it. It's like blah. I'm like, whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, there's lifestyles out there.
Whoa. And the anklet. The anklet's the other thing too.
What do you mean the anklet?
The anklet's also like if you're like an old woman that wears an anklet, and especially I think it's like one ankle specifically. It's like you want to get fucked. You're like
What?
Yeah.
All right. See, now there's things I didn't know.
Yeah, like if you see like an anklet with like high heels, that's like she's like out and about, and she may have a rock on. That means she wants to get fucked though. Like that's like she's looking for dick. Like she's looking for yeah, looking for play. Like it was crazy. I had that knowledge dropped on me. It was a work
Yes, please.
knowledge, because somebody was telling us about swing.
Surprise me.
So like there's like swingers that do like lights, and they only have one. They have this particular color light for like the house, like in Texas. They were telling us about that, and they were also telling us about this weird like anklet thing is a part of that.
Anklet, that's new.
That's new,
I mean, it may not be new in practice.
right? But it's
It's new to me.
gotcha. Yeah, they were talking about that too. They're like, yeah, like you gotta watch out, because if you see those ladies with anklets, they're probably gonna have you go home and like have like you can fuck them, but you have to fuck them in front of the husband.
Yeah,
Mm.
so
That's like a subtle way of doing it. It's like
I'm not a fan.
I don't.
It's occurred, right?
Yeah.
Like years and years ago.
Right.
Did that.
Right.
That's the. I told the story on the fucking podcast.
Yes.
You saw that story. didn't you?
Yes.
That ended in a very surprising manner. So,
Yes.
I'm not the biggest fan of those environments.
I agree.
Like, I don't think I would do that again, barring outstandingly crazy circumstances. Like,
Lots
if
of money.
someone who is so beautiful and so interesting asked me to do that with them, like attractive on a level where I'm like blown away, and like so charismatic, and she's like, "Hey, I got this thing. I kind of want to do this," then I might do it. But like, if I'm just attracted to you, I could be attracted to somebody else.
Right.
Like I don't need to get into that situation again.
No.
But it was a good story, and I've already told it on the podcast. If you're
Okay.
curious, I'll tell you later. It's funny.
Okay. Cool.
That'd be a good $5,000 for
I'm
me.
gonna hold you to that.
$5 grand.
$5,000. Just like if you you need me to fuck you in front of your husband, cool, $5,000. That's if you say
You're
if you say
gonna
it's too
charge,
low,
though?
if you say it's too low, that's the reason why you're poor. So just put it like that.
The reason why you think it's too low is because you're poor. See, I'm on the high side of low. My hooker price. All right. My shoot hooker price.
Yeah.
I'm really thinking about it.
Okay.
Because, all right, you got to think of it this way.
There's levels.
On the books, legal shit that I can do.
Yes.
To spend time with one person and answer anything you want. Follow me?
Yes.
Which is pretty much hooker shit.
Yeah.
Right? That's $100.
Right.
So to talk to me and ask me things for an hour is 100 American dollars.
Yeah.
If you want me to exert myself in an effort to please you sexually, I feel like that's at least 10 times more. But I'm kind of a hoe.
Yeah.
So let's say it's 5 times more. We'll go halves on that.
Okay.
So it's really.
I knew you were a hoe.
What?
I knew you were a hoe.
Why are you saying this? I was saying that because you said that.
Yep.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I don't know what's going on.
I
there.
knew it. What the fuck does that mean?
I know.
So-
I'm just here watching.
So let's call it 500.
Yeah.
I'm $500 an hour
Okay.
as a hooker.
That's not
Damn.
not a bad rate.
I think that's fair.
It's not a bad rate.
Honestly, it's a deal.
It's a deal. So I'm actually getting ripped off here, but you know.
But you're talking about 5K out here.
Well,
like
that's what I'm saying. No,
you can
no.
barely walk.
I understand
You're
that.
gonna
Hey,
be
man.
slinging 5K worth of dick.
Hey, all I'm saying is this. It's if you want me to make up this role where I'm like, you fucking white dude, blah blah blah, with you, whatever, I could do that.
Dog, I can do anything.
Yeah, I can do that.
Like, you just tell me the character.
Yeah, tell me the character, I can do it. But this anxiety performance right there, because that money's gonna go towards find me some pills to get me ready to go. Because
Pills don't cost
Yeah.
$5,000.
Hey man, it's incidentals. It's part of the incidentals too. Because we have to go out. I have to go out too. I gotta look nice. I gotta play this whole part up. Like it's a lot.
You're like, the shoes alone.
Yeah, man. If you want me to be, I'm supposed to be stealing your girl. I can't show up in flip flops and socks. I gotta show up looking bedazzled, nice,
Yes.
just stunting on people. So that's part of the gimmick.
See, I think it's better if I look bummy.
You think so?
Yes. Because of course, a beautiful guy can come in and swoop up your chick. You know, she's bored of you, dog. Like, but it's so much more demeaning if it's like it could have been anybody. It could have been anybody. Like, it's not that this guy's so special. He's not so beautiful. He's not tall. He's not attractive. He just fucks my wife the way she wants to be fucked, and I can't do that.
That's
Damn.
deep.
That's the nature of that kink.
Okay.
See, that's what I'm saying. That's why you're not worth $5K, and I probably should be.
Hey man. So we could change it up. I'll be the agent. You could just be the you could be
No,
the product.
I'm not getting into the business.
Hey man, all you gotta do is have a video camera and it's legal.
I'd have to consult some people.
Or
I'd have to go
understand-
through my Twitter.
That's understandable.
I'd have to hit up
Or-
some people who I will not name
That's understandable.
and be like, yo,
Yes.
what do you think I'm actually worth as a commodity?
Get some
Like, what are you worth per hour?
Insight. Yeah, I got you.
Other jujitsu people
Yes.
who share my mindset,
Yes, I agree.
who maybe people don't know about. I'll be like, psst.
So hey, psst, hey girl,
Hey,
hey, girl.
don't say girl.
guy, sensei.
Hey, how you doing?
It's really like that. It's kind of a sensei situation. It's like,
sensei.
Wise one.
Notice
is
me,
I.
senpai.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm just a young boy here.
So, hey,
I'm in the position to like clean the floor and wipe your asshole. Like,
What?
teach me the knowledge. That's how you have to get the knowledge.
that is.
You don't just get the knowledge.
You just can't just pay the cash.
I keep thinking about making my white belts do that shit. Making you guys just fucking young boys. Just be like, why am I cleaning the mats? Young boy. Why am I carrying my bag to my car?
Young man.
Young boy.
Young man.
But no,
Young man.
that doesn't fly. Culturally, it doesn't fly, and I don't want to force that. Even though it would be funny. What would be funny is if like 5 years from now we just convince like one white belt that that's
Yeah,
the culture.
That's just how it is. Like you're like
Pretty much.
you're like, hey man, if you want to be part of this cool team, what you gotta do is you gotta carry my stuff. You gotta take it home, wash it.
You gotta take it home, wash it.
Not wash it twice, actually.
When we go on tournaments, guess who's washing my back?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna dislocate my shoulder trying to scrape the middle of my back. It's a deep crevice there, dog.
So
I do a lot of pull-ups.
Forehead and back. Forehead and back. And then you give him water so it keeps his throat hydrated so he can keep
You
yelling
know what
at
I
people.
really hate though?
What?
When like you're trying to rinse underneath yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his job.
Ayo.
What?
Lift my leg up. So
I'm-
you start searching, boy.
This is not a sex act, bro. You're helping me out.
I understand that. It's
Fucking
just-
clean me up.
Yeah, man. I always get to my heart. Don't mind me.
Time to turn into R. Kelly.
Whoa. No, those are sex acts.
That's different. That's assault.
Those are sex acts. We're just talking about straight up sunning people.
Yeah. You have you're the grandfather.
How dare
That's
you.
how hard you son them. That's how hard you son these people. You have to grandfather them. That's what it's called.
You saved it. You saved it. Like it's like that episode of Boondocks when he's like, they gonna call you bitches. And he's like, what you say?
Yeah.
He's like, no, you gonna have so many bitches. That's what niggas is gonna call you.
Oh, jeez.
They gonna call you bitches. What?
What?
That was the exact same moment.
Yeah, it's like nobody's like Mr. Bitches. That's why you add the Mr. Bitches at the end to make sure it sounds good. Mr. Bitches. Yeah, I like that. So don't use that language, boy. No. Oh,
Okay,
Michael Myers.
let's go to
Oh,
Michael
God.
Myers. So
Oh my god.
there's a new Halloween coming out,
Yes.
and I'm a horror movie person.
October.
And so I assume by the smile on your face that you too enjoy horror movies.
You know what? I actually checked this out. I actually just called the local Cinemark probably within like the past week. And I was like, hey, do you by chance know when tickets for Halloween are going to start going on sale? You know, like I know like it's far away. Like, do you know anything? And he's like, yeah, like we usually like do showings like the night before. And he's like, I'm not too sure. They'll probably go on sale like a week before the movie comes out. And I was like, oh, okay.
I appreciate that about you. So, John Carpenter's original movie
Yep.
is revolutionary.
Oh, yeah.
It's shockingly good, and it holds up. And not a lot of horror does.
You know what? I just watched Halloween again like a few nights ago.
Mm.
It's still just as scary as
Yeah.
it was when it first came out.
Yeah.
And I couldn't even tell you how many times I've watched all of the Halloween movies, even the shitty Resurrection, you know, but like I genuinely like love this franchise. I'm in the process of trying to get a Michael Myers tattoo on my shoulder blade. I'll actually get the picture of it.
I respect that.
Dedication. That's,
Well, thank you.
that's a lot of dedication.
Mm-hmm. That's strong work. What did you think of the Rob Zombie installments?
I really loved the first one.
Yes.
And I think, honestly, Tyler Mane is one of the best Michael Myers the series has ever had.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and Nick Castle is pretty much known as Michael Myers, you know, because he was that one,
Yeah.
the first one, you know, so.
A lot of knowledge. Being
Check
drawn.
out the big brain on
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah. So check out the big brain on Brad.
Here it
It's Brett.
I was a,
You son of a bitch.
That was Brad. Check out the big brain on
That's what I
Brad.
want.
Yeah. Who's gonna do that for you?
I don't know. I'm actually kind of shopping around for people.
I know a motherfucker.
Ooh. Ooh. Spooky.
Yeah. Very cool. So yeah, I feel similar way. So I love the original, and I love the first Rob Zombie film. Because in one, I have a huge crush on Rob Zombie. Like
Me too. It's
as
okay.
a filmmaker.
Oh yeah,
the
I love
music's
Lords
alright.
of Salem. Like
Me too.
I've loved all of his movies, although I will admit, his last movie that he put out was very.
That's Lords of Salem, isn't it?
disappointing. No.
No, what's it called?
It was a number.
Is it like 13 or some shit like that?
Yeah.
I didn't see it.
You know, this is the
It's
thing.
not good.
If you're a fan of 90s cartoons, the woman who voices Tommy for Rugrats, she was in that movie, and she
Wait.
was looking like
E.G.
Harley
Daly.
Quinn. Yeah, yeah. Let me tell you, she looks exactly like Harley Quinn in that movie.
Yeah, she's hot as fuck.
And oh yeah,
I've
But
had a crush on E.G. Daily since she. Like, yeah, she's aged, right? But dude,
dude,
like,
she
the-
still looks
the
good.
framework, I'm in.
Like
I'm in.
yeah, and I love her voice.
I totally wouldn't picture Tommy.
Yep.
I wouldn't. She's hot as fuck,
Yeah, she is.
and she's got the sultry eye.
Mm-hmm.
Like, look at the naughty one over there. She's like,
She's
no,
got them.
I take
got
loads
that
on my
good
face.
Pussy. She's like, I got that good pussy. Slide in the DMs. Come on.
Oh my god,
Interesting.
so tremendous,
There you go.
so tremendous.
There you
Thank you,
go.
miss.
There you go.
You're welcome.
So yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Halloween installment.
Oh God, yes. I mean, like Jamie Lee Curtis is back.
Yes.
John Carpenter is producing it, and he's doing the score for the movie. Nick Castle, who played the original Michael Myers, will be doing a cameo. And there's also another man that's going to be credited as Michael Myers. He was doing like most of like the stunts and like, you know, all the scenes. Yeah.
I respect it. I don't know as much about the new one as you do.
The Nick Castle, I think he's only in one scene in the movie. And it's that part in the trailer where you see Michael in the mirror.
Yeah.
And she's seeing him through the window and she fires.
Yeah.
That's Nick Castle right
Cool.
there.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm excited.
As you should be. As the world should be.
Although my biggest thing is Danielle Harris won't be in this movie. And as a Halloween fan, she was in 4 and 5.
See, I don't
You
like those
know.
movies.
But she was also in the Rob Zombie remake. She
Yes.
played Annie.
Yes. But I don't like those sequels. Like after the third
But
one,
you-
I was pretty much out.
I still haven't made it through the third one.
It's hard.
It's really hard.
It's really bad.
Yeah. But hey, the girl who played Annie in the original Halloween, she had like a cameo in there. She was like the dude's wife or something.
It's so random.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
As soon as she popped up, I was like, oh, I love her.
Oh, I love her. Are there any other horror movies coming out this summer?
There was one called Heredity that came out.
Oh yeah, Heredity.
Trash.
It sucks.
I have not seen it, but I just know that it's
What the
shit.
fuck do you mean?
But I did watch A Quiet Place.
How was that?
Oh my god, it's brilliant.
See, I've heard it was brilliant, and I've heard it sucks.
No, it's amazing. Emily Blunt, she was ridiculous in that movie. Like she
Alright.
always steals the show.
I'll check it out.
Yeah, like you need to.
Respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yes.
we need to discuss some MMA.
MMA. Yes, sir.
Oh boy.
We've got to talk a little bit of fight talk.
What do you want to talk about, sir? You want to pull up the card for Bellator 201? What's going on
Well-
right now?
First, we have to discuss the acquisition of Lyoto Machida.
Yes. He is now with Bellator. People
He's with Bellator.
are suggesting that maybe it was for the Boomba.
Well, and by the bomba,
Yes.
he means steroids.
Yes.
And a lot of
juice.
people are having problems with USADA.
Mm-hmm.
And USADA is a very strict governing body,
Yeah.
right? If you fight for the smaller, quote unquote, smaller organizations, they're still testing,
Yeah.
but it's just by the State Athletic Commission. And it's not that they're just turning a blind eye or anything, because they're not. It's just that the testing is way less stringent. And so, if you go to Mexico
Yeah.
and see a doctor,
Yeah.
take some medicine,
Yeah.
and lift some heavy things,
Mm.
and come back home, 6 weeks later,
Yeah.
you take a drug test. If it's the Athletic Commission,
You're probably good. You're most likely good.
if it's USADA, like maybe you're good.
Maybe you need to find some dick pills that have some steroids in them.
Dude, you know how many times I would have popped like fucking hot if USADA was testing jiu-jitsu matches?
He's like, what? He's like, what? What are
I've
these?
literally I've never tested clean. I would have never, ever tested clean.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. Now, if I knew I was being tested, maybe I'd behave differently.
Right.
But like, I would pop for weed.
Oh, yeah.
At the Worlds in 2000 and what was that? 2007? I'd have to go look at the medal. 2006?
I'll look and see.
No, don't look.
Okay.
Whenever it was so long ago, it doesn't matter. But in that year, I was just a blue belt. I took third. I was on speed. It was like a thermal, like diet pill you
Yeah.
get from
GNC.
from the GSP.
GSP.
From GNC. So I was on a diet pill, so that's cheating. 2010, I would have popped for weed. 2011, I would have popped for weed, so my silver and gold medals from the pans would have gotten taken.
Right.
Every regional gold medal, definitely stoned. Probably stoned at the tournament. Probably smoked weed in my car walking to the venue. I probably pulled my joint out,
Yeah.
walked to the fucking venue, stepped around a building, hit the pipe. Fight to win pro.
Yeah.
I'm hitting my vaporizer in the back.
Yeah.
I'm definitely fucking popping hot for that.
Yeah.
Not to mention dick pills,
There you go.
Oh jeez.
There you go.
because those totally have steroids in them.
Yeah, totally. do.
I swear to God, I noticed it once I was lifting with my trainer.
Yeah.
This is like maybe like 2 months ago. I was like, man, I'm fucking strong. Like, I am fucking strong. But I was on one of those like week-long dick pills.
Right.
Those are just steroids.
Yeah.
It's just
You just started lifting heavy shit and just
and I'm like, man, I'm fucking, this is really working, dude. And then
next week just
the
like
next week, I just didn't, like, I'm still moving the same weight.
but it's like it doesn't feel the same.
It did not feel the same.
It's like what? The
And I was
fuck?
like-
somebody just kicked me in my dick and I still gotta do this work.
Yeah.
It's
That's
like-
exactly it.
It's like hold this
I was
weight,
like,
take this dick
respect.
kick.
I was
and
like,
then
should I just eat a dick pill every 6 days? And just be the fucking
the Hulk just
I'm like, no, I'm not on steroids, bro. Not on purpose.
he's just got
Wink, wink.
veins. He's got veins the size of his dick in his neck. It's just
Whoa!
What? You know that? Hey,
That implies something.
that implies you have a dick. And that's all I have to say.
It
Well, you already
implies these.
He already implied things about my dick on an episode. Because I was trying to... I was telling the story. Well, it's on my Instagram feed.
Oh no.
But it's a different version of it.
Okay.
Oh God.
So I will show her the version of the picture that's actually on my internet. So it's this picture, right? So there's a version of this picture that doesn't have. There's a version of this picture that doesn't have everything scratched out, right?
Okay.
And Anthony saw that picture, and then decided to describe to our podcast audience what it is he saw, and I had to stop him.
They didn't stop me. I definitely got it out.
Damn.
I definitely got it out. It was so funny.
look how happy he is right now.
Right.
Anthony, you're a son of a bitch.
It was the best thing I've ever seen in my life. The comment afterwards made it so much better.
What was the comment after?
I'm not allowed to say it. You banned me from saying it.
Oh, I said, or
No,
you said.
I said it. I'm banned from saying it.
Yeah. I thought you meant there was like an internet comment, or.
No, I wish there was.
I'm glad there wasn't.
Oh man. We stopped the finish at 3:52, 47 seconds in. Here it is. If you turn the brightness down on your laptop, you can see it.
No, you can't see it. That was the whole point. I blasted it in. I blasted it right out too quick.
Braves were like, go 25% speed on the video, brightness down, and you'll see it at minute
No!
37, 26 seconds.
26
Put the
seconds.
subtitles
26
on.
seconds, yes.
You couldn't even
Sub-
say it. 26 seconds.
26 seconds. That's how bad it is when you see it. It's like just like 26 seconds. But yeah, and then we got Lyoto Machida, and then
Yeah, so Bellator is way more interesting than I think people are giving it credit for right now.
Yeah.
It's in a very interesting spot. There's a great deal of talent already there.
yeah,
A great deal.
MVP.
170 is stacked, period.
Yeah.
70 is stacked. The heavyweight Grand Prix has been exciting.
Yes.
The only thing is, it just takes too long to finish. Like, the fights have too much time in between them. And I understand the necessity for that.
Mm-hmm.
Because tournaments in cage fighting are dangerous.
Yeah.
There's going to be injuries and shit. So you don't want people fighting like every other fucking week. I get that. But a tournament can't take a year.
No.
Dog. Like,
We have a year-long tournament.
like, I'm from a world where tournaments happen in a matter of hours.
Yeah. It has to be quick.
And so I would like to see that format improved upon, but I think they have a real shot at being special, as does the PFL.
Yes.
Like, I think this is a great time to be an MMA fan. Except everybody seems to be trying to find these different ways for them to earn. So that's causing the average MMA fan to have to spend a decent amount of money to keep up with everything,
Yeah.
which kind of sort of sucks. Like, I wish that Fight Pass was the WWE network.
So
Do you understand the difference?
I understand what you're saying. Is that they include all the indie shows, a lot of the indie shows, along.
Well, no, let's not say indie shows, because there might be a wrestling fan and they understand what that means.
With, okay.
So let's be really exact with our language.
Okay.
Right? What the WWE does is they have their TV shows that air on TV,
Right.
and they just air there.
Right.
And, like, backlog, like, I think it's 6 months to a year until Raw is on the network,
Mm-hmm.
right? So if you don't have cable, because they want to make sure that those advertisers are getting their dollars worth. Does that make sense?
Right.
So if you don't have cable, you don't fucking see Raw. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have a laptop, you can see Raw. But that's the point, right?
Right.
The network has every pay-per-view for $9.99 per month. And sometimes there's 2 pay-per-views in a month.
Yes.
If you just have cable and you buy a pay-per-view, they're $30. But if you buy the network, if you say, look, dog, I'm going to give you $120 for the year. So I'm going to say I would have bought 4 pay-per-views. They're like, you would have bought 4 of them. We'll let you have everything.
Yeah.
The UFC needs to do that shit. Because $60 a pop,
It's tough. It's tough.
and then
$10.
these
a month.
other organizations, so like you're on cable, so I have to have cable to have you.
Right.
And then you have a streaming service. Bellator's moving to a streaming service.
Mm-hmm.
So boom, now I got to buy this new streaming service.
Right.
That's a lot of cash.
Hey, where are they moving to? Is it like?
I don't know the name of
is
it.
No, but is it like?
It's new.
Is it like still part of Paramount Network, or is it like they're going off.
That's a good question. Someone knows that. That
Yeah.
person just isn't me.
Okay. Let's see. Let's look it up real quick. Bellator streaming service.
I feel like it's. I knew the name, but I feel like it's a stupid name. Like it's a name that doesn't mean anything.
Dawson.
Yeah, it doesn't mean anything. It's
Doesn't
just a noise.
Why would you? Why another?
It's a noise you make with your face.
Another bad decision in terms of marketing.
Like things need to be things.
First Dawson exclusive Bellator. What does that mean?
They don't even have to relate, but there has to be something like Uber.
Yeah. Uber doesn't mean
Uber does mean something.
Well, now it does, but like,
No, Uber means something.
What does it mean?
It implies like supreme or ultimate,
Okay, yeah,
like
yeah,
the Uber munch.
Yeah.
You know, because Nazis, who I don't support.
I agree. Okay.
Right, but it's not just the noise you make with your face.
Mm-hmm.
Most people
Yeah.
know what Uber is like a suffix for
Yeah.
or prefix.
Yeah. Prefix.
But like, what's it called again?
Dawson. It's D-A-Z.
Dyson.
D-A-Z-N.
D-A-Z-N?
Yeah.
Dazen?
Dazin.
Dazen?
Dawson. Dazin.
Horrible.
Yeah.
But I want them to win, and I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Anthony,
Yes.
it's been a lovely evening.
No. No.
Why? You have fake news?
I have actually real news that is weird news.
I keep calling. I don't even mean to do that. I don't even mean to do that. Anthony, please read me a piece of your weird news.
So let's see. Police arrest identify man who broke into home, ate Frosted Flakes after passing out at an adult entertainment store.
Okay.
What?
Slow down. So, dude breaks into.
A home. So let's start from the beginning. So police were called Saturday to the home of two Toledo women in response to a burglary report at 3:20 a.m. One of the women told the police that she woke up to find a man eating food in her bedroom. The woman described the man as tall, thin, blah blah blah. The woman told police that
Tell me he's white.
Yeah, he's white.
Oh, good.
The man said hi and then walked out of her bedroom.
Of course he's
He
white.
said hey, and then he's like just walked out. Woke up her mother and went to the kitchen to find the man eating their Frosted Flakes. She then told him to get out of their house, which he did. They startled him and they hollered at him. He went to the kitchen. They discovered he was eating the flakes. He left, and then he took an ID card. And I guess this lady worked. Let me see if I make sure this is right. But I think this lady worked in an adult.
They didn't have guns.
No, they didn't have guns. This lady worked in an adult store, and then she went to that adult store.
So he stalked her. Is that what they're saying?
I don't think he stalked her. I think.
So what does it have to do with the adult store?
Like he just where he ended up at. That's where he ended up at.
So he went to her job?
I think I don't know if she worked. I'm looking to see if she worked there or not. But
What the fuck?
That's not a coincidence.
He just definitely went from her house. He stole an ID card, and then he was ended up in this adult store. I'm trying to figure out if it's part of that thing. And that's why they mentioned the ID card. So that's what I'm looking to see.
This is a poorly told story.
It is.
It's okay. It's okay.
It is.
You know, we all have those days.
Okay, so yeah, he was just I guess he must have just wandered in there the next morning.
So motherfucker just breaks in.
yeah, he saw. So Friday night he goes in the house. They call the police. And blah 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 happens early Saturday morning.
Wait, now blah blah blah.
Well, yeah, all the frosted. He ate the Frosted Flakes. We already told that part of the story. And he ends up next morning. He's like just passed out in a viewing booth in like in a porn shop.
So that's where they found
That's
him.
where they found him, and that's how the story ended. So,
I see.
Yes. We can also talk about shoot camera
No,
explodes.
slow down. Let's talk about viewing booths.
Viewing booths. Where
Have you guys ever been to one?
I have not. What is a viewing booth?
Oh. A viewing booth is a place where you put in sometimes they have credit cards now, but it's small amounts of money to
Yeah.
watch 3-minute clips of pornography,
Oh.
right?
Oh.
And sometimes there's glory holes there,
Mm.
and sometimes there's like a higher jizz mopper, but there's always creepy
Wait.
dudes,
A what?
like people that have
higher
to mop
jizz
up the
mopper.
cum.
Oh, gotcha. The higher jizz mopper. I was like, what?
So I'm in Pennsylvania. They don't
Mhm.
have those in Ohio anymore.
That makes sense.
There's one I know of. We can go. Just for the experience, dog.
All right.
It may not even still be there, but it just. But in PA, they're still illegal.
Yeah.
Like, they're still fine.
They're still fine.
And so I'm in there with a girlfriend, and she's like, "Have you ever been back in the back?" And I was like, "Yeah." You want to go back there? And she's like, yeah. I was like, first, you should know it's underwhelming. Like, the level of porn is low. Like, you're not going to see titles that you're eager to see.
Right.
It's going to be shit that's, like, kind of dated. It's like, because it has to be, like, it's looped for a purpose. Like, it's.
Yeah.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's just
Like, those things were popular at a certain point,
Yeah.
and once they weren't popular anymore, they still made. It's like they didn't edit videos for the viewing booths anymore.
Right.
So anyway, so the porn's gonna be dated and it's not gonna be very good, especially because I know what you like. But
Yeah.
when do you get to go to a viewing booth? Like we're from Ohio and you're not like that, so
Yeah.
let's go. And so the guy's like, wait, I don't think you guys want to go back there. You seem like really nice people.
Yo.
And I was like, we do, don't we?
It's always those.
I was like, I'm not a nice guy.
It's always the people. It's always the people you don't
And
expect.
he was like, well, there might be men back there. And I was like, well, I'll do a sweep. And so I walked back there. And as I'm walking towards this booth, this black guy, this skinny black guy, starts walking towards me and reaches in his pants. And I was like, you should stop moving.
Yo.
And he stopped and turned around. And then I walked back and I got her. And we walk back there. And he goes to make eye contact. He turns. And I look and I'm like, I'm the one that told you not to move. And then we went to a booth and we watched like 2 tokens worth of shit.
Yeah.
And then we left.
Okay.
Like we didn't even do anything dirty back there. It just seemed like
It was.
you put your hand on something, you might
Yeah.
catch something back
yeah.
there, dog.
Yeah. No, I got that. It's like you see like really nice people.
Like
So you guys very.
It was
Actually
basically
looking
like,
out for your well-being.
there's some weird black dude back there right now. I think he might rape you. You're very small, bro, and I'm not going back there to help you. Like that's what he was saying. Like, hey, bro,
You're a very small man, sir.
that black guy gonna stick his cock in your mouth. And I don't know. Like, I don't see if you can fight him off. And I'm like, no, I'll kill that guy.
Yeah.
I'll kill that man. I am not to be assaulted. Even when I'm wearing Ranger panties.
There you go. The Ranger panties.
Even when the shorts come out.
The pantalones.
When the thighs come out, dog.
The silkies, as they call them, and the mounties.
When the thighs come out.
Yes,
Just because the thighs are out, don't mean the thoughts are out.
exactly. So stay home.
You stay in your motherfucking place.
Stay home and behave.
And it's relatively hairless, if you're wondering.
There you go.
Relatively
He's a
hairless.
seal.
Anthony,
Yes.
I'm getting too loose.
There you go.
And
Oh.
on that note,
Now we got one more. I'm getting shoe camera explodes, thwarting upskirting videos.
Was someone injured?
Yeah, dude who was trying to upskirt chicks, the camera blew up on his foot and hurt his foot.
Or at least it didn't like
Yeah, go up the lady.
shrapnel in somebody's hoo-ha.
Yeah, but that's essentially what happened. Dude's just like he turned himself into the police today on Tuesday because he just hurt himself trying to.
Like, what a piece of shit. Like, dude, if that's your fetish, you need to modify that. You need to make sure that you don't need to acquire it to get off. If you need to see that material already exists.
Yeah.
Like, I'm on the fringe. Like, I'm one of those people that's like, if you find some material somewhere,
Yeah.
legal or not,
Yeah.
that already exists,
Yeah.
I think that there's an argument for that material could save lives. That could save careers.
Yeah.
It could save fucking trauma.
Yeah.
You could argue that shit.
Yeah.
And there's definitely upskirt pics, bro.
Yeah.
So if you're like, no, but it's the rush. It's like, no. If that picture is the only way you can come, I actually can empathize with you.
Yeah.
I can empathize with you. Because I've spent time thinking about what it must be like to have every dark thought possible. It's why I'm good at teaching. It's because I sit around thinking about what it must be like to have to reach everyone. I've thought about what it would be like to have to reach you. And if you can't be like, all right, I need to make sure that I don't do harm.
Mm-hmm.
If you can't turn that on, then I'd rather put a bullet in your head. Like, just say, oh, okay, I have this thing, and it's kind of fucked up. It's kind of wrong. So how can I make sure that does no harm? And then jerk off to your heart's content to all the upskirt pictures. Even though people were violated to get those sometimes, the crimes have already been done. You're not doing any more trauma. That already exists. Okay, fair. But if you have to create that yourself, Do you have to go out and victimize somebody and put yourself at risk just to get your dick hard? Probably for not even that long? The fuck are we doing here? Like, I'm glad your foot got blown off, dog. I hope it woke you up. See what you did?
Yeah.
You made it all serious.
It did. But let you know that he wasn't arrested, though. He didn't get arrested.
What?
He's not arrested because there's no video. There's no video. It blew up before he could even start. It blew up right when he started. So there's
But
no.
what the fuck did they think he was gonna do? Like, dog, if
Nobody knew what happened except for him. He went to the police just confessing him, like, hey, I did this.
and they were like, fair play to you, B. Peace
Yeah.
out.
He said, well, your foot's fucked up and you don't have any footage on it, so you gotta go. And they just counseled him. That was it. It was like, all right, you're good.
Maybe that was the right way to handle it, honestly.
Yeah.
Like, but just like those things can be de-escalated, sometimes those things can escalate too.
Yeah.
And like, I'm not saying that dude is about to kidnap and eat babies.
No, but it's a possibility.
It can go either way. So like trust me, get your shit together.
Yeah. And then last one is some guy was found dead in the Atlanta Braves.
Can we have a happy one? Fuck's sake. I just went real dark into like the deepest, darkest sexual hole and said like, I can empathize with this perv because I've thought of every dark thing. And you're like, and another motherfucker dies.
Are we in the upside down?
Yeah, right?
Hey man, that's all I got. I didn't think it was gonna be anything
Dark.
dark. Right?
It gets dark.
But yeah, this dude just
Listen to Darren's podcast. It gets dark.
Hashtag hide your kids, hide your wife.
pretty much.
Darkness.
Basically,
Darkness.
we'll sum it up very quickly. Dude was just found in a beer cooler at the Atlanta Braves stadium right before the game was supposed to start. It was just a dead body in the beer freezer, beer cooler, beer whatever it's called, beer cave.
Was he an employee?
He was a third-party contractor from Minnesota.
How long ago was this?
This was let's see, this happened 2 days ago.
How do I know these things, Anthony?
I don't know, man. Maybe because somebody got disgruntled and just said blah blah blah, and just said,
How do I know these things?
shoved him in there
I predict these things.
and erased the footage. Yeah, I don't think there's any more MMA news except for
Oh, there's plenty.
what is there?
But we're not getting into it today.
Stylebender.
Now,
Stylebender.
this podcast will air in audio format
Yes,
on Sunday.
on Sunday.
Some of you guys are used to us doing like a stream of some kind on Friday night and then coming back with a podcast
Yeah.
on Saturday. This is that podcast.
Yes. Sorry, kids.
Anthony's got a life.
I do. Sometimes it sucks.
He can't just be my bitch.
No, not anymore.
It's wrong. And I
Not a-
told him,
Not 100% of the time,
Miss.
Hey,
but most of the time, yeah. Like 98%.
2% is right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Molly, thanks for coming on the podcast.
That's what I'm here for.
It was fun.
It was
It
good.
was fun.
good. Yeah.
Goodbye, Internet.
Bye.
XOXO.